Let me be clear, Taoiseach. I'm not saying you condone the production of sexual abuse material. I'm saying you don't want to do anything about it because you don't want to annoy or harm your relationship with big tech. And the big tech investment here is more important to you than standing up to these people. That's what I'm saying. And I want to ask very, very precisely, because we can take action. We can take action under the Child Trafficking and Pornography Act 1998 and the Harassment, Harmful Communications and Related Offences Act 2020. We can take criminal action. The state can take criminal action against X. We don't have to wait for the European Commission. We can take criminal action as is happening in France. And my question is, in relation to the Garda investigations, are those Garda investigations into X, as opposed to people who may have used Grok to produce those imagery? Those people may well be liable for prosecution, should be prosecuted fine. But into X itself.
I think you just made a reprehensible assertion at the commencement of your last comment. The idea that we will not stand up to big tech, we would give priority to not standing up to big tech over the generation and sharing of child abuse material is an absolutely shocking and reprehensible assertion. How dare you? Who the hell do you think you are? Do you have some moral superiority over everybody else? You don't have moral superiority over anybody else in this House. Everybody in this House is at one in terms of going after anybody who would generate and disseminate child abuse material, and the legislation is there to do that. No, the state does not get involved in in the Garda investigation. Politicians do not bring in the Gardaí and say, what are you doing there in that investigation? What are you doing there? The Gardaí, under the law, are pursuing all aspects of the 98 legislation where it's breached and the 220 legislation, particularly the 98 legislation, to make sure there's absolutely full accountability, but not before the law and before our courts, in respect of that issue.
Thank you, Taoiseach.
And I think both domestically here in terms of our own national laws, and also in terms of the European Commission. And I think it's important that the European Commission, on behalf of everybody within Europe, pursues X and the platform in respect of this.